Active Investor here, bringing you another independent analysis. This time we're taking a look at ticker symbol TREE. That's Lending Tree Incorporated. The chart we're looking at today is a 1 hour chart. Each candlestick on this chart representing 1 hour of trading. And this was a request from Evolve Trading, so shout out to Evolve Trading. You guys should check them out. It's got some pretty cool stuff. Anyways, let's get right to the technicals. So, very interesting stock here. Definitely has some pretty wild swings intraday. So there's potential to scalp it throughout the day multiple times, which is pretty awesome. Good volume and a low float. So very, very nice for those potential scalps. But those kind of plays, you're really going to have to find out yourself. So I'm going to speak mostly about the current uptrend and some potential areas that you can swing it from. So we have this top line, which is our top resistance, hard resistance at 85.65. Now on the way up, we have a soft resistance at 82.85. We have some soft / intraday support at $80.90. And right below that, some more at 79.35. Also soft / intraday. And over here, we have some hard support at 78.25. 78.25. And lastly, the bottom support is 72.46. So if we fall all the way down to this bottom support, this is probably where we would see a bounce based off the past data. But the trend would also become down at that point. So currently the trend is up. We channeled along here for quite a while. And after these candle sets, we were making some higher lows. That one was about even, but then we made some higher lows up here. So the trend is absolutely up. Falling in line with that fact is our moving averages. Let me put this back here though. 6. We have the averages right here where they crossed, and that's where this uptrend really kicked off. So we had that 13 period and 20 period almost at the same time cross over that 50 period average, and we made some nice higher lows off that indeed. Fell back down around here, but pretty much bounced off the 50, and then we pushed all the way up there. So you can see that it was a bit choppy. We've already seen the higher lows, but as we were pushing up, it became a bit choppy, and that's why we had the 20 briefly crossed over the 13 here, and it almost crossed over again there. But the 13 crossed the 20 there, another bullish cross, and that's where we had this real nice uptrend from these lows, from this area to this area. So we broke out of this channel, and we pretty much bypassed this channel entirely and broke up into this channel. So the next channel we're looking at would be that 85.65 to 82.85 channel. Now it might not be a smooth ride there because of how volatile this thing is. You know, it might be kind of like this, push up, something like that. But all along the way, you can be scalping this thing. So the trend is definitely up, and I think the next price target is 85.65 for this, and I could see it having some pretty tough resistance there. But first, we got to break 82.85. We were denied twice today, testing that. So we really got to break that in order to see 85.65. This was actually a pretty tough one to analyze based on all this choppiness and volatility that this thing has. As you mentioned, Evolve Trading, it does indeed swing nicely throughout the day. So this is more of an intraday play than a long-term play in my opinion. But I'm not saying it's not good to long this stock. I'm just saying that there's so much potential to day trade it. That is personally the approach that I would take, but to each his own. Lastly, let's take a look at the relative strength index down here at the bottom. Went overbought here. Well, you know what? Since we didn't actually have the slow average cross down there, let's find this overbought area, which would be right about here. I think it's going to be this candle, yeah. Prior overbought area. Is it this candle? It is not. It is actually this candle. It's going to be there. So pretty much dead even, and that's why we had that choppy action. So I'm sure this area is going to be lower, of course. And I think that's going to be this candle. Well, tough call. It's actually that candle, yeah. So we had a little bit of a higher overbought area, then slightly lower, basically even, And as we approach overbought again, this time obviously it's going to be much higher. I mean, we're already almost oversold, so we need to go overbought eventually, and when we do, it probably will be up in this channel somewhere. Unless the price tanks while we're oversold, but I don't think that's going to be the case, considering that slow average is on the 20 line and the fast average is barely oversold. So what it looks like is going to happen to me is we'll probably see a bounce pretty soon. I don't think we're going to go fully oversold. Kind of like what we saw here, actually. It's probably going to be a similar type of test. So we're going to probably have that fast average go down maybe a bit more. The slow average will start arcing up, and we will push back to overbought. And when we do, obviously, we're going to be overbought somewhere in this channel. And then, indeed, that's going to be a much higher overbought area, primed to break out of 82.85 and run to that 85.65 mark. Really not much else to take a look at. As I mentioned, this is definitely something you want to take a look at intraday as well. And this is a 1 hour chart, so you're not going to get the full intraday picture by any means. So just keep that in mind. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a message below. I'll take a look and get back to you right away. And if not, well, I'll just catch you in the next video. Have a good one.